Hello dear students, welcome to Geography class, chapter number 2, Latitudes and Longitudes. In previous class, you have completed difficult words about chapter number 2, Latitudes and Longitudes. And today's topic is it's a part 4. Today's topic, you had learning some concepts in this chapter. So which topics you will be learning in this chapter? See students, some learning objectives are there here. So what you will be learning in this chapter? So today we are learning to understand the shape of the earth. It's the first topic, first concept. To understand the shape of the earth. And next concept is to learn how to use the globe. To learn how to use the globe. And next concept, to learn how to locate precise points on the earth's surface. To learn how to locate precise points on the earth's surface. And last concept, to understand how countries determine their time zones. So these all concepts, these all topics you will be learning about chapter number 2, Latitudes and Longitudes. And today's topic is to understand shape of the earth. See a student, in previous class, 5th, so you have learnt about shape of the earth. So we have learnt in that some chapter latitudes and longitudes, the shape of the earth. Ancient people believed the earth was flattened. It was flat. Ancient people believed the shape of the earth was flat. And afterwards, some Portuguese explorer, his name was Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan, he was sailed around the world. And afterwards, he was proved the earth was round in shape. The earth was round in shape. So who was proved this? The Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan was proved this. The earth was round in shape. But before, in ancient people believed the earth was flat shape. But it is not flat. When he was proved the earth was round in shape, he was proved. Then afterwards, some astronomers find out the earth is spherical in shape. So not it is round, some it is spherical in shape. Okay. So like an orange. Like an orange, because some top part, and here see this bottom part, some flattened, some slightly flattened. Okay. So this top part is identifying, it is a north pole, and it is, this opposite is south pole. So which shape of the earth? So shape of the earth is here spherical in shape. Okay. So he was found, Ferdinand Magellan was found, he was proved that the earth is round in shape. Afterwards, some astronomers studied here, the earth was spherical in shape. The earth was spherical in shape. And then earth rotates. The earth is rotating. Rotating means what? Moving. It's moving. So on its axis. The earth rotates on its axis. It has taken the time. One rotation completing is in 24 hours. It has taken the time in 24 hours completing one orbit. One orbit means what? One circle. When earth rotates on its axis, okay, here start the earth rotation. When it's rotating fully, so it has taken the time, one orbit is completing, it has taken here time 24 hours. And afterwards, so this earth is rotating, it's a revolution of the sun. Revolution means what? So it's rotating to the sun. When it's orbiting around the sun, it has taken time 365 days and 6 hours. 365 days and 6 hours it has taken the time when revolution of the sun. Revolution means what? It orbits around the sun. So understood, student? So it is the shape of the earth. Some poles are identified here. We identified some poles. Here mentioned some poles. So this top part is North Pole and bottom part is South Pole. Okay, students? It is about earth. And next one, globe. See here, student. Globe. See here, globe is the model of the earth. What is globe? Globe is the model of earth. So when we moving around the world, you move towards move around to the world, we can't identify the earth which shape is there. And when we have seen here globe, so in this globe, globe is the model of the earth. What is globe? Globe is the model of the earth. Okay, and in this globe, some identified, we have seen, you can see here, what is this? This is one line, horizontal line. This horizontal line is the equator. Is the equator. Means how to locating the places on the globe, see here now. And again, this equator divides the earth in two hemispheres, in two halves or two hemispheres. Means this equator, the earth divides in two parts. We know that. So this is North Pole and this is South Pole. And when it divides the earth in two poles, two parts, the upper part is northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere. And the lower part is southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Upper part is northern hemisphere and lower part is southern hemisphere. When this line is, this equator is dividing into, the earth is two parts. The upper part is northern hemisphere and lower part is, below the equator is southern hemisphere. So also we have seen here some imaginary lines on the globe. Some imaginary lines. You can see here. It is the northern hemisphere. Okay. And it is southern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere also vertical lines are present here. That like as it is southern hemisphere also horizontal lines are located here. So these lines we calling that latitudes. Latitudes. Okay, understood clearly? What is latitude? Some imaginary lines that are move towards to the east to west to east direction. That lines are moves east to west direction. That lines are present in here horizontal. Okay. So it moves, these lines are moves parallelly. So these are called latitudes. And next you can see here student. What is this? Meridian. So this is what? Prime meridian. Prime meridian. Okay. So this prime meridian passes through the North Pole to South Pole. So this is vertical line. Which line is this? Vertical line. This vertical line passes through the North Pole to South Pole, so it is called prime meridian. This prime meridian again divides this earth is in two parts. In two parts. This one part and this one part. And this part is we calling that Eastern Hemisphere. Eastern Hemisphere. And this part is Western Hemisphere. Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. Okay, student? And we can see here, you can see here, Eastern Hemisphere or Western Hemisphere, again some imaginary lines are located here. So that lines are vertical lines. See here, this line. This like present in the globe. These vertical lines are longitudes. These lines are longitudes. Understood, student? These are the latitudes and the longitudes. Okay, student? Today's topic completed here, but what you have learnt in today's topic? The shape of the earth. So Ferdinand Magellan was proved that the shape of the earth was round in shape. And afterwards some astronomers, some scientists studied that, they are proved that, they are find out that the earth's shape was spherical in shape. Because, why this is spherical in shape? Because the topmost part and down part of the earth is flattened shape. The topmost part is mentioned there, North Pole, and opposite that bottommost part is South Pole. So that is shape of the earth. And that earth is rotating on its axis. It has taken the time 24 hours. So this is calling that rotation. And afterwards revolution. Revolution means when the earth was orbiting around the sun, it has taken the time 365 days and 6 hours. So this like the shape of the earth you have learnt in today's class. And also you have learnt about globe. So globe is the model of the earth. Globe is the model of the earth. And also in that globe we have seen here some lines, imaginary lines. See a student. We have seen some horizontal line is equator. This equator divides the earth into two parts. So that in two parts, upper part is hemisphere, northern hemisphere, and bottom part is southern hemisphere. And some imaginary lines, see here student, white lines are there, no? These are the imaginary lines of, these are moved towards to the parallelly. So west to east directions, these lines are moving. So these are the horizontal lines called that latitudes. And afterwards you have learnt about this line, meridian line, prime meridian line. So this middle of the meridian line, so this line is passes through the north pole to south pole. So this is, we call that prime meridian. This prime meridian is also, the earth divides into two parts. So that is eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Some vertical lines also you can see here student. These vertical lines are longitudes. Longitudes also known as meridians. Longitudes also known as meridians. Okay students, I hope in today's class, so you all are understood. So you draw it correctly, these old diagrams, make it points, and afterwards you are completing homework, send it by WhatsApp number. Next class I am continuing in next period. Thank you.